Greetings all, it's Blue Knight, and welcome back to Paper Mario. Previously, we went through Gusty Gulch and got our butts handed to us. Yet, we somehow managed to scrape by luck or by skill, whichever one that you may prefer, and eventually landed in Tubba Blubba's castle, which is much easier to go through than Gusty Gulch will ever be, at least from my experience. Today, we are inside the castle currently, and we're looking to find our way through in order to see if we can find Tubba Blubba. Supposedly there's something really important hidden in Blubba's room on the highest floor of the castle. It's so precious to him that he never lets anybody else even touch it. See? Really suspicious, isn't it? First, you need to get to the uppermost floor, then keep going until you find its room. If you happen to run into Blubba himself, I repeat, don't fight with him. He's invincible, really! Until you find out his secret weakness, run away. And true to the name, Blubba himself is inside the castle, so we should keep that advice in mind should we ever actually find him. But this is what I was looking for last episode too. I was wondering if we could come across this sooner, much rather later. Thankfully, it was just right beyond the door. If only I actually ended the episode here, it would have been a good note to end off on. But we got it now, that's all that really matters. So if you think Bo was very good offense-wise before, wait till you rank her up with the Super Block. Unfortunately, her ability is much like Paracarry. She'll get an ability called Spook, but that scares all the enemies from a fight. When you do scare enemies away, you lose out on getting experience from them. I'm mainly getting this so she can get even more damage in with her smack attack. So if my calculation is correct, she should be able to do 2 hits per smack now. So 2 times 4, 8 points of damage. And you bet I'm going to use that if I ever want to have Bo as like a huge offensive force. She's pretty much second compared to Bombette. I mean, Bo's pretty good at all, but nothing can compete with the overwhelming power that Bombette always brings. So now that brings us back in here, that star piece continues to taunt us. We'll get there eventually. Now if we head over, we went over that door. So I guess the only way to go through is to the right. Gonna head all the way back over here. And now we head to the right door. I think we got a key last episode that we were adventuring to the castle. Meanwhile, all those sentinels were really hounding us down. Just for to use out of sight to get them off of you. Easy peasy. Yep, we did get a key. That's what I thought. So now we'll enter the right side of the castle. And get clubbered by a clubba. Well, at least we're gonna show what Bo's all about. So with Smack, she'll do a lot more damage now than before. If that guy doesn't have any defense, that is. I'm pretty sure she couldn't even damage that guy before. Or maybe she could do 5 points of damage now instead of 4. So that may add another smack onto her already powerful smack attack. But whatever the case may be, Bo's a lot more powerful now when it comes to fighting. We can show off what Spook does to an enemy that won't give us any star points. Because using it right now just for the sake of demonstrating will just be a waste of time. What matters is that thanks to Bo's upgrade, these guys are even less of a threat to us now. So really, nothing's changed in the grand scheme of things, that Bo can do more damage with her smack attack even more. You know what else has changed? My timing on conquering the club's attack. Look at my health. I had to use both refreshes just to make sure that I would be able to stay alive during that fight. Apparently, in the time that I last recorded this, my skill when it came to dodging their attacks just plummeted significantly. Even though I was trying to use my counting method, still, it didn't really help much. Yet somehow we made it through that door and now we're on to the upper floor of the castle. And that's to get us back to the left side. At least we're above those sentinels. There's another blubba here. Not blubba, other clubba. Hopefully this time I can manage to not suck as much when it comes to timing their attacks. Nope, still sucking. Oh boy. Not sure what's going on too. I'm fully refreshed as well, like when it came to record. This is my first recording of this current session. So I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe I just forgot how to time things very well. The reason why I want to get by that clubba is that it was hiding a crack behind it when I was resting. And there's a lot of these floor panels, and they all take us to the same room if I'm correct. The first one we want to hit would be the one in the top left. So this one. Or not. Actually, wait, yeah, we want to do that because that brings the trampoline. So we can hit the other two. Now we can switch out the paracarry after laying on that table. And he'll glide us over to our next badge. The D-down jump badge. Disables an enemy defense power and costs some damage. So it's like D-down pound except for jumping. Doesn't mean it's gonna be any less useful because of that. That was just a trap. So go back up and carry on forward. Keep pressing through. Oh wait, nope. Switch to Bow, because she is instrumental in getting through when it comes to the sentinels. I kind of remember to use my shortcut more often. It's amazing how much I use my shortcut key for C down so much in DK64, yet I barely use that at all when it comes to this game for some reason. Guess the reflex just doesn't apply here because I merely applied that shortcut for the sake of control the camera for DK64. Clearly, no such thing exists in Paper Mario. There is no way I'm getting through this. Absolutely not. I've completely lost all faith in my skill when it comes to getting through this room. Or just Tubba Blubba's Castle. Alright, so this next part, it's pretty easy to figure out. Use out of sight before the spikes come up, and then move. Just repeat the pattern until you get to the treasure chest. I'm pretty sure that if you get pointed by these spikes, you might lose 1 point of health. I'm not gonna take that chance to figure out by experimenting because I want to get that key and get the heck out of here. Now repeat the same process by going back, which might take some time. Alright, so we're back out. Now to the next room. That just leads to the upper floor where we were before. So club out of the way. Before we do that, we can drop down and get that star piece that we saw earlier. I'm pretty sure we can move this grandfather clock. And go in there. There's a lot of stuff over here. So now where to go first? I think we could go up there. Can we? I don't think we can. Or maybe I'm supposed to jump up here. Can I really not jump anywhere? I'm sure I can, I just need to figure out how to get up there first. Ah, there we go. Just have to pull another drawer, that's all. Then we switch up the paracarry. And have him glide us over onto the bed. Clearly this is the bedroom of Tubba Blubba, that probably goes without saying. We can hop on this shelf right here. And over down there, in a very remote location, is the Mega Rush badge. When Mario's in peril, his attack goes up by 4. If the way things are going continue to go, then I might have to use that badge, which I don't really resort to using that often. Look at that, 4 HP, 3 flower points. The only thing that's gonna keep me alive is those health points I keep seeing get dropped by the clubbers, as well as the refresh from Eldstar. Before we fight this guy, I'm just gonna go back down, get this, and I'm gonna find my way back down so I can get that heart block we saw at the top of the episode. Because I do not trust myself in advancing any farther in the state that I'm in right now. I know I'm gonna die if I keep pressing forward. And keep in mind, I only have 1 maple syrup to my name when it comes to my items too, so I'm really running a huge gambit here, risking going through in this state. Alright, so we're back. And thank goodness too, I finally have some breathing room until I screw things up again. I'm not sure whether they're programmed to keep dropping hearts after every battle, or I'm just getting that lucky. Either way, I'll take to gain that extra health to keep my health, well, being up. Oh, thank goodness, another item. Just another maple syrup. I'm not sure how useful that's gonna be. Would have gone for something like health or an item I could use to attack enemies. I'm gonna get to the end of the dungeon though, so that probably would have mattered anyways. Ooh, maybe it would have after all. What's this? I smell something very fishy. Yep, there's the man in question himself, the man of the hour, or the creature of the hour. Tubba Blubba. So we can't actually engage him in battle, but you can use out of sight to keep Tubba from detecting you. So he'll just walk away after a while, and we have to go in this direction whether we like it or not. But I think we'll get to a fight just so we can tattle him. So get Gubario out, and we'll get to approaching Tubba very quickly. We're not gonna beat this battle for long, because I just want to do this. This is Tubba Blubba. He's one of Bowser's toughest followers, and he's the master of this cursed castle. Max HP 10, attack power 4, unknown defense, hip attack power 6. I don't know his defense power. Everyone says he's invincible because he's never been hurt. I'd say it's a good idea to run from the mortal enemies. If you get in deep trouble, Bo can help you hide from them. So I mentioned before that running away from battles will cost you coins, which is the reason why I have never ran away from a fight, even when things weren't going my way. However, I can survive 1 attack at least from Tubba, so I'm not too concerned about damage. I think the regular music is played when it comes to battling Tubba Blubba, which is kind of weird that's the case. You can use out of sight in battle to hide from Tubba. And when that happens, he just lets you go. And this just kicks you out of the battle too. And, oh yeah, kicks you out of that room as well. I knew there was another disadvantage to that, or I guess that's the only disadvantage. So that's why it's imperative that you have Bow out, so you can use out of sight on the field to avoid going into a fight with Tubba Blubba. Because we can't hurt him whatsoever right now. So the best way we could get by him is just to turn invisible and sneak by. There's a lock with there's a locked door over there. Of course, we gotta go into the room over here. That's another clubber. Oh. This is like my worst nightmare come true. Now, when I just woke up, I am leaving, so you can reset your position. And that way, I can take you. I think these guys might be like one per club out on the field. I hope I'm right on that. Because if they're actually bundled up in groups, I might be screwed. Alright, this one has 2. So this might be the average we have to work with. We'll use multi-bounce to damage you and your friend. That way the first one's guaranteed to be taken down when not outside. Got too used to using that now, since I have to rely on that technique so much to save my hide in half of these battles in today's episode. Still not getting that timing down. It's funny, when I was like tired as heck at the end of the last session, I could get dodging down that consistently. Yet when I'm refreshed and I'm ready to go into a long session today, that's not happening. This might be the LP curse at work. That might be what I'm alluding to. And this can give me flower points this time. I wanted health. I guess they're not programmed to give me health all the time. Alright, that will give me health. And it is 2 per club in this next room. So if I play my cards right, I might be able to get through this alive. Oh, this one's alone. I guess I was right before. I had a feeling that one of these had to be on their own. But I was kind of figuring they were all in pairs. Which means that one of these guys is gonna have like a trio, and another's gonna have like a quartet. I'm waiting for that to happen. And once that does happen, then my stress is really gonna go through the roof. That guy was alone too. So I'll walk up to the next one here. Might be reaching the end. The good thing about taking on these single clubbers is that I can just push the offense as long as I get a first strike. Oh no. I was waiting for this to happen. Great. Alright, gotta take one of these guys down at least. So I guess I'll start with you. I'm not expecting to get out of this one alive, I'm gonna be honest about that. The only thing that's gonna save me is just refreshes. I got one coming up soon. I gotta find a way to get some damage on the rest of these guys. Okay, so I do have one refresh up. Let's see, even if I don't dodge all their attacks, I will survive this turn, but only by a thread. So we'll get some damage on them right away with that. Kind of too early. Good. Good. I have to wait till they almost hit their clubs on the ground for me to actually time the dodge correctly. Yeah, we'll use refresh. That way I can stock up for taking these guys down one at a time with power smashes at least. And bow. This would be a good time to use spook actually. Since in the position I'm in right now, this would be an exception when I would use it, but that experience though, I want to get that experience so bad, even though I'm only getting 1 point per club I take down. Out of sight again. Pretty sure I'll still have enough to get at least a couple of power smashes in. I think those are at least 2 per use. Yeah, 2 per use. So if I can dodge correctly, I can take these guys down one by one. Didn't work. At that time I was way off. Well, I think no matter what, I was in the clear after I got to that last turn. Should I burn that last one out of sight? Let's risk it. Why not? In for a penny, in for a pound. Yeah, got it. That's what I was hoping for. At least I want to preserve as much HP as I possibly could. So I can save some FP. Whoop, don't do that. Almost button mashed there. It's a good thing that defaulted to the first option. Otherwise, if I went on to do nothing, I probably would have screwed myself. Man, it's not fun. This is not fun. And here I thought going through the castle would be a lot easier than going to the gulch. Boy, did I mistake that so hard. Anyways, we got the castle key. And obviously that we know where that goes next. So I'm just gonna go, unlock this. I might end the episode there, because this has gone on for way too long, and I am getting really stressed out right now. Oh, thank goodness! I've never been so happy to see a hard block in my life. And a safe block to boot as well. Whew. I was hoping that would be a saving grace. If that didn't come up, I would not get through this next stretch. So we got through more of the castle, by hook or by crook, and we even saw a glimpse of Tubba Blubba himself, who's at this current moment rampaging, or I guess not rampaging, just walking casually throughout his castle, probably looking for more ghosts to eat. So next time, we're gonna go through the next door and continue on with Tubba Blubba's castle, now that the end is almost near. Yeah, it's hard to think we're almost done with this castle, but trust me, we're not safe yet, not by a long shot. As long as Tubba Blubba is still around, we'll never be safe. Until we meet again, farewell for now.